Welcome to the torture room. Actually, this is our basement, and this is where we test everything. This is a place with bad light, bad airflow, diseases and pests, you name it. This room will show you where the problems are. If it doesn't survive this room, then we don't bring it outside in the springtime to grow it in our garden. So this is, in fact, our plant torture room. So this year isn't about bringing in new projects, but formally making our old projects of last year and previous years into a dedicated project for each goal that we had on those projects. We have plenty of projects going already that we're testing, and this torture room will make it known which ones will survive and which ones won't. It'll help us work. This gives me a place to document everything through the winter. And what a better time than sitting down here while it's freezing outside and enjoying the company of these really nice plants. So this year is about deciding what stays and what goes. There's a lot of plants here, and not all of them will survive. So one of those is our Purple Gremlin. And here is one of three. When we crossed a full-size purple tomato full of nutrition and antioxidants, and we wanted the small structure, the strong roots, and heavy fruit set, so that way we can bring nutrition indoors for the wintertime. So this is one of our projects, the Purple Gremlin. And to go along with the Purple Gremlin, we have an entire program dedicated just for micro tomatoes, dwarf tomatoes, and dwarf peppers. This is not compact due to limitations, but because of structure. We are purposely breeding tomatoes and peppers to taste better and something we can call our own and enjoy growing. And it's part of our legacy to grow small plants. And because this is a program important to us, we've given it a name, and that is going to be the Knurlen Horizon, where these plants have short inner nodes, tight structure, lots of fruit development, and taste good. And because of that, we have a program dedicated to these, as that is one of our main goals, growing foods. And sometimes the plants just fail no matter what. We have a great environment for micro dwarf tomatoes, but cucumbers, no matter what I've done, I've killed every one of them. The environment is just wrong. It's not the plant's fault. The airflow is low. The fungal load is low on these leaves. I've grown them several different ways. The roots are good, clear up till they're not. And it's just a habit that cucumbers have, and no matter what, it's really hard to grow them. So we're going to focus our energy on different items in the basement. Instead of beating ourselves up over one failure, we will just count that as a loss and move on to the next thing that we can win at. Another one of my interests is dark foliage. And there's just something about a dark leaf plant that picks my interest up. And because of this, we're going to bring a line of plants that we've bred on our farm here, and we're going to call them the Umbragen line. And Umbragen means a shadow cast by plants, specifically the canopy of trees or other items that are tall like that. And that name fits perfectly with the dark foliage. And so Umbragen Horizon will be a new venture into the dark plant world. And I'm thinking it's going to be quite fun and a big contrast to the other colors of plants we grow. So it'll make life interesting on our farm. So not every pepper is a planned cross. Sometimes an accident becomes the best pepper line there is. And because of this, while we slowed down during our end of year harvest, we found one that was not what it was supposed to be. In the field, we didn't document. We were just growing because we're growing. And the documenting became a new thing towards the end of season. And when we found the tag didn't match the pepper, we kept track of it. And the flavor was great. And this is something that we're going to move forward because we enjoyed it so much. But without our documentation, we would have forgot about it. And this line is going to be the Grenade of Flame. So not every accident is a bad thing. Sometimes in the garden, accidents become the next greatest thing. So one of my favorite fruits, the fig. I've only ever found them in tropical sections at the local greenhouses. And 7 or 8 years ago, when I first started growing figs, the first 2 years I killed every one of them I could. The tag said Zone 5B. We're in Zone 4B, but I thought I could keep them alive in the garage because that's what I read. And it did not work. They all died. Year 2, the same thing. By year 3, we figured out how to keep them alive. And now we're in year 7 and 8. We've figured out how to do something incredible. We have taken a capper fig and hand pollinated our own fig trees. And all of this was done on our farm. Everything was grown from a cutting. The pollen was collected here. The female trees were pollinated here. The seeds were harvested here. And now we have our own line of figs that we're going to be growing. And the criteria is cold hardiness, not just surviving the winter, but fruiting after dieback. So with the frost reach fig, we have our first contenders, seedlings that will go through the trials of Zone 4B. And whatever ones can survive and fruit after being planted in ground are the only ones that will get carried forward. They might grow in a pot for 1 year, but this guy is going in ground where it hits -25 and it may not survive. But that's part of the Frost Reach Fig program. Most lines stop in the basement, not because they're bad, but because time and energy are expensive. This year is about fewer lines chosen carefully. No hype, no products, just selections. Keeping directions that go the right direction for us. And this is what survives the torture room.